What's up, guys? What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. All right, let's get it started. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's March 4th, 2021. We're just approaching noon. I hope you all are having a great day. We're going to cover what happened in the market. I want to talk about some emotional stuff, psychology, because that's the area that I think I specialize in the most when it comes to day trading. You're going to see a lot of people out there, all they talk about is technical analysis, fundamental analysis. You don't really hear many people talk about psychology, emotions, and all that good stuff. So I traded 2 stocks today, guys. I traded VR TV. My screen looks a little big there. I traded CRTV and CCIV. I'm up just shy $10,000 on the day. Let me lock all this stuff in real quick. I had to mess around with all the settings today, guys. It was all just everywhere. Lock that, lock that. All right, can you guys hear me all right? Everything all good? I'll edit this out later. Asked you guys to talk about a couple things. You guys commented what you guys want me to cover. We'll cover that. All right, just to get it out of the way real quick, we'll talk about my trades for the day, and then we'll really get into it. I traded VR TV this morning. I traded it 2 times total. Made almost $6,000 trading this. Right here, right from 37 bucks, runs up to 41.50, and then gets a pullback right here at VWAP. Just a beautiful pullback here. And I mentioned in the chat, this is looking good for a continuation, for sure. So I waited, and I waited. Draw your trend lines on it, forming a nice little wedge. And then from 40, just explodes up to $43. Right there, I was able to jump in at the break of 41. sold it at 42.50, waited for this downward trend right here. Then once it starts leveling out, forming that wedge again, get in, sell on the rip, wash and repeat. That's all it is, just keeping it simple. And then I took a trade on CCIV right here in the morning before this big dump. CCIV, nice gearing up right in the morning, right here, right at 20, right below $24, that psychological number. Just gearing up, and then from 23.70 shoots up to 24.50, gets this macro pullback right here. I jump in and I sell on this uptrend up right here, making $3,500 on that. And then it had an infinite dump from 25.50 all the way down to 21.50, and it's right back up near high of day. The SPY took a dump. We all know that. So you always have to pay attention to the SPY, guys. 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. When you have the SPY dumping like that, 3 out of 4 stocks are going to follow what the major indexes are doing. So you could pull up RKT, Rocket did the same thing, CCIV did the same thing, and so on. So 2 trades for me. I was done by 10:30, 11 a.m. We're up almost 10,000 on the day. I'm going to lock that in. All right, so like I mentioned earlier, I want to jump into talking about psychology, emotions, and all that, because not many people talk about that type of stuff. You have to come prepared every single day to the market. Every day. Because all it takes is for one bad day to wipe away days, weeks, months worth of hard work. You have to consider yourself a professional athlete, and before you even sit down to trade, you have to run through the checklist. Am I okay? Am I healthy? Am I feeling good? Am I alert? Am I awake? Do I have anything on my mind that's bothering me? Anything like that, you have to monitor your thoughts, because you could be in a good mood, trading day in and day out, you're pulling in this money, and then something bad happens, like you get an unexpected debt letter in the mail. You owe the IRS $15,000 or something like that, or you're behind on your mortgage and they're coming and knocking on your door. And then you show up here, you have that on your mind, it's eating away at you. It's going to stress you out. You're going to force trades because you're desperate for money, and you're just going to fall into a pit, and you're going to go into revenge trading. I myself, even at times, have monitored myself. You get into that I don't care phase or I don't care mode, where you're just throwing your money at the market. Buying and buying, and you really don't care about the outcome. You have to protect yourself from stuff like that. You really do. So what got me to thinking about that today was I received a message pretty openly from one of our chat members. He's been with us now for just about a year. I'm not going to put his personal life out there, but I will say he's got a lot of things going on personally in his life. He's battling cancer. He's trying to learn trading, going to the clinic, for cancer and treatment and all that. And you're trying to learn this game and you just keep failing and failing and failing. And things are just clicking. And it seems like everything that you do just goes wrong. Everybody's going to be in a different situation in their life. Trading isn't for everybody. It isn't. It really isn't. If you have people out there telling you anybody can do this, it's easy, they're lying right to your face. So, it really takes a lot. It really does. It takes a lot to do this. It really does. There's so many like little things that you have to learn and go through to be good at this. There's so many. Everybody's beliefs and how they perceive the market is different from trader to trader. So, being careful who you learn from is a key aspect. The stock market has just been so hot right now. Everybody's making money and trading has been easy. So you get these people out here that think trading's easy. They're just buying these stocks and all they got to do is hold on to them and they eventually go up. Look at some examples like CCIV. They're buying at the top, way up here, and now they're holding on to it, and they held on to it all the way down here, and now it's way back up here, and now it's about to push up higher, and they'll sell it for a profit. And then they'll be like, yeah, I nailed that. But little do you know, they were down $5 a share. And then they make videos on YouTube teaching people how to trade when they don't even know how to trade or they're learning themselves. This is a very dangerous game, guys. You have to be careful who you learn from. I preach it all the time because once you start picking up habits, it's bad. It's hard to break those habits. It's hard to break those habits. So the psychological game of this, you're going to go through a lot of emotional roller coasters through your journey as a trader. You're going to get to the point where you're going to want to quit. You're going to study, and it's just going to seem like you're not getting it. You just keep losing. You feel like the market's against you personally. Everything you buy instantly goes red. You just have to stick through it. If you're not monitoring your thoughts and emotionally conditioning yourself, or if you're a baby, you take a loser and you pout about it, and then you don't show up the next day and you don't study, you're not going to get better. You just have to suck it up, show up every day, and trust in the process. I tell people all the time, it took me 2.5 years of nonstop losing till things started clicking and I had that aha moment and things started to make sense. I actually started to understand supply and demand, how they recycle that, how these stocks move, seeing setups over and over and over again. People don't want to put the time or dedicate the time into this. So they have excuses. I work a full-time job. I have kids. I'm married. I have no time to study. It's just all excuses. Every person's different. Everybody has their own situation that they're in. But you have to sacrifice time and dedicate it to this if you want a chance at this. Because you have to think, we're going up against some of the smartest people in the world. We're going up against some of the biggest institutional traders. We're going up against huge money. We're going up against the smartest computers, algorithms. So if you show up every day, be just very observant, learn something new every day, it's going to add up and you're going to start seeing stuff happen. And you yourself are going to start picking up on patterns that happen over and over and over again. Now, what do I mean by that? Screen time is just so important, guys. It really is. So here, Tuesday, March 2nd, at the end of the day, I wrote this. So what have we been seeing the past 2 days or even past few weeks? Still the same patterns and cycle currently. Stocks have a good morning rip out of the bell, then failed follow through and fade off. Around 11:30 and end of day, we've been seeing runners. Going into tomorrow, there's probably going to be a few parabolic gap up stocks. It's important to control ourselves tomorrow. What's probably going to happen, these stocks are going to fake out and slowly fade off. We will patiently wait for reversals and bounces. That is going to be my game plan tomorrow, as it has been the past few weeks. When stocks start ripping and keep ripping day after day, then I will adjust and play the market open aggressive. As of now, we are not seeing that and have not seen it for a minute. Don't get me wrong, there has been a couple of stocks that ripped and kept ripping, but the other 90% have been duds. And look at what happened today. CCIV, quick morning pop on it, right here, failed follow through, sell off, comes back around. RKT, same exact thing. Quick morning pop, failed follow through and continuation, falls off and fades off, comes right back. So if you're paying attention to the theme, I like to call it, every single day, the quicker you pick up on this, the more time you have to capitalize on this. And then once everybody starts noticing this pattern and what keeps happening, they change it. So this has been the cycle now for over a month. It's been like this. The quicker you notice it, adapt, the more you're able to take advantage of it. Then once more and more people start noticing the same thing, they're going to change it up. And then we're going to see stocks from the open rip, pull back, continue to rip, pull back, continue to rip. And then it'll be like that for like a month. So paying attention, being very observant, and this is the importance of being here every single day. And this goes to say too, people that collect data, they collect data, the percentages of stocks that gap up every morning. What's the percentages that keep going for the day? What's the percentage of them fading out? I myself, I don't collect data. People say I'm smart. I'm not smart. I have a really good memory. So I remember stuff very, very well. I like to say, A plus memory. So I don't need to collect data because I remember a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised. There's a difference between the two. There's a difference between being smart and there's a difference between just remembering things. If you're very good at remembering stuff, people think you are smart. You're not, but you're just good at remembering things that you hear or see. Smart people solve problems. So, be very observant, show up every day. Keep it simple, guys. It's not about moving averages, what indicators you're using, reading the level too. It's not about that. Keeping it just basic, simple. Trading's already hard enough. I mean, just by keeping it basic, all you had to do was draw a line on this, connecting all of the lower highs. As soon as it broke over that line, it pulled back and held that line, and then off it went. Just by using a simple little line like that. It even double bottomed right there, all the way up. And then rule of thumb, whenever you have a big drawdown like that, or a big surge up, always look for at least a 50% retracement or bounce. So this move right here, from top to the bottom down here, look at that bounce. That bounced up about 50% of this move right here. Am I right? So you see how these markets move, and just by keeping it simple like that, just putting things together. There's so many people out here that just overlay it and complicate it. You don't need to do that. You don't need RSI to tell you if a stock's oversold or overbought, when all you gotta do is look at the chart. Or a MACD convergence, or, I'm not knocking those indicators. If they work for them. But for my type of personality, just keep it simple. No need to overcomplicate it. All right, so let's see what some of your guys' questions were from this morning. Paper Cuts says, sometimes repetition works. That's a good topic right there. So, when you're first starting out, they tell you to create a watch list. What's gapping up pre-market, do your technical analysis, draw your lines out, your support, your resistance lines, and so on. What's the flow? What's the shares outstanding? What sector is the stock in? When you're first starting out, you're gonna be like, man, this is taking me a long time to make a watch list. It took me an hour to make this watch list, and I didn't even trade any of these stocks. This other stock popped up, and that was the stock of the day. Well, the more you do this, and you show up every day, and just go through the routine, the same boring routine, day in, day out, you're going to get quicker, you're going to get faster, you're going to get better. It took me a long time when I first started to make my watch list, put my charts up. All right, I'm going to watch these stocks and put time and effort into what's the flow, writing down support lines, resistance lines, volume, what's the daily chart look like, where's the moving averages at. The more you do it and doing it every single day, you're just going to get better, faster. It's that simple. They say talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. So if you actually show up and do this every day, the results will show eventually. And that's the truth. So keep that in mind. It's just the same boring routine day in, day out. I wake up, I chug a glass of water, I scroll through my phone, I eat a bowl of oatmeal or a little batch of eggs, start up the computer, go for a walk around outside to get my fresh air going and all that, get the mind rolling. You know, you can't just roll out of bed and run to your computer. You're going to be all up here like half awake, wondering what's going on. You got a foggy brain. So, would you rather be the someone who has that routine and is showing up prepared and alert versus that guy that rolls out of bed and just sees what's gapping up, all foggy in the brain, not even fully awake? You're going to have more advantage than him. And then when he loses money, he's going to complain. And it's like, bruh, you just rolled out of bed and you just ran to your computer. You didn't prepare at all. So you have to think of stuff like this. There are a lot of stupid people out here, guys. There are. And people just throw their money at the market. So if we actually take this responsibly and professionally and act like professionals, prepare, show up every day, that money's going to fall right into our laps because we're here every day. We see this day in and day out. Is this all making sense and starting to click? All right, next question. Caribou said, what you traded and your entries and exits for the day, your takeaways. All right, so we'll pull back over Thinkorswim real quick. For you guys that just showed up, traded 2 stocks today. CCIV made $3,500 and VRTV. Yep, VRTV for almost $6,000. I'm up almost $10,000 on the day. And you guys see me pull in these profits on a daily average, but you guys have not seen the journey that I went through to get here. I've been doing this for over 5 years. So I leveled myself up to get to where I am. It takes a long time to get up to this level. So CCIV, when you first look at it, I'll pull it up here on Street Smart Edge because the charts are better. So CCIV, you could see clear as day, the stock up here, way up here at 32.50, and then the days after, it just sold off and sold off and sold off. Remember, guys, when stocks sell off like this, especially for days at a time, think of it as the rubber band. You're building up that tension. You're building up that tension. You're building up that tension. The more and more and more it pulls back. And then when it finally has that up day, it gets that snap to the upside. And that's what I do as a trader. I trade that momentum. I'm not buying and holding these stocks for hours or days. I'm trading these stocks in and out within minutes. So look at that daily chart on CCIV. It just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight red days. So 6 straight red days. I mean, it's gonna have a green day eventually. So this morning was getting a little bit of a gap down, but it was just fighting with the previous day's close. You have to think of that previous day's close line. That's a huge psychological level. Even the opening price. Keep an eye on where the opening price is, because psychologically, that stock is going from, let's say it's red on the day, and it comes up to the previous day's close and pushes over it. Now it's higher than yesterday's close. And then the day's open, it could be battling that. And then psychologically, that stock is going red on the day to green on the day. Those are little psychological tips and tricks that you have to notice as a trader. The more you know and notice, the better. That's why I say there's just so many like little things out there, like so many that you guys have to learn about and know about to have an edge. So I traded it right here. That blue dotted line right here, that's the previous day's close. So I see right here, right at the open, it's got a little wedge right underneath the previous day's close. It gets that big surge up over the previous day's close. Then it pulls back, and now you see how that previous day's close is now holding as support. That's showing strength. Okay? And then from 24.25, it ran all the way up to 25.50. And if you guys study candlesticks and you watch the masterclass videos that I've put out, you should know these candlesticks. Look at that candlestick at the top. Right there. What is that? What's that candlestick right there at the top? Is that a shooting star? A gravestone doji? That's a gravestone doji. So it's telling you it's at the end of the trend. Time for reversal. Stock comes all the way down. Little things like that. That was an easy textbook A+ setup. Right there. Right at the open. The first 10 minutes, the market open right there. Take a picture of that. Add it to your playbook. That's what I did. And I was able to capitalize on it. Right there. Buying in for that push up over the previous day's close. Stock pulls back. Now the previous day's close is holding as support. I buy in, pushes up, and I sell. So, look what happened. Always lock in profits, guys. That's why I always say that. That's kind of ironic that doji is up there at the top of the trend. And then look at that big sell-off. And then look at all those wicks right here down at the bottom. That's telling you there's a buyer there supporting the stock. So you see these candlesticks, they're giving you hints. This is why I preach, if you're brand new, study and learn these candlesticks, learn the formations, learn the patterns, learn the candlestick types. Remember, the more you know, the more advantage you have over the competitors. These candlesticks, I'm telling you guys, they give you a lot of information if you pay attention to them. They really do. So that was my trade on CCIV. And then VRTV. CCIV, I made 3,400. And then VRTV. VRTV, I traded this 2 times. And again, another textbook setup. So I made just under $6,000 on this. And tell me, guys, who out there is trading like me and showing you guys day in and day out, week after week, month after month, I'm producing profits. I'm showing you guys I'm consistent. Who else out there is doing that? There are other people out there making just a couple $100 and they have 1 million subscribers. It's like, what? That makes no sense. I swear, YouTube has me restricted to Street Smart Edge, the trading platform. They don't have me out there in the day trading world. This is why I created a new YouTube channel, guys. I'm going back at it. I'm going back at it with a brand new channel. The link should be down in the video description. Day Trading Mr. Wolf. I have to wait to get verified on this before I can start posting live videos. I just verified, it takes time. But going forward, I'm going to be doing my recaps, day trading live on this specific channel. I'm experimenting because I know this YouTube algorithm is so screwed up. And I know my content's fire. I know it is. So Day Trading Mr. Wolf, be sure to subscribe to that new channel. I'm looking to grow that channel. I'm going to take that channel to the moon. Watch. I'm determined. I'm about to show everybody out there the real trader right here. There's a lot of just stupid people out here on YouTube with millions of subscribers and they don't even know how to trade. So let's talk about VRTV. I made just under $6,000 on this. I traded it 2 times. We'll pull it up on Street Smart Edge. I used the 2 different platforms. Charles Schwab is garbage for day trading. TD Ameritrade, I can trade as much as I want because I'm over PDT. Schwab has a stupid margin list. And the charts are bogus on Thinkorswim. They really are. They're not easy on the eye. I mean, to me, this looks like a blob on the chart. So I trade with TD Ameritrade, and then I use Street Smart Edge for my charts. I mean, tell me, these charts look a heck of a lot cleaner on Street Smart Edge. They really do. You can easily zoom out. It pretty much turns it into a line chart so you could see the overall trend of the stock, get an idea of what it's doing. All right, VRTV, this was a big runner yesterday from $26 all the way up to $45. A $20 move in a day, guys. That's crazy. So you know people are going to have this on watch. So keeping it simple, paying attention to the big picture, what's going on. Okay, so we see the stock ran up here, pulled back at the end of the day, and then look at it, just look at it level out. All right there. That dotted line, the previous day's close, it's got a pretty good base right at that line, wouldn't you say? So if you're zooming out, looking at the big picture, keep it simple. That's all we're doing. Keeping it simple. There's no need to overcomplicate it. Well, the MACD had a negative divergence and the RSI was at 90. I don't care. Look at the chart. The chart is telling me clear as day it had a base. And from that base, it ramped. So, zooming in on this, right out of the open, it shoots up, forms a nice wedge right there at VWAP. I told everybody in chat, VRTV's looking good for a continuation. Sure enough, right at just under a mental, also a big psychological level, $40. From $39.50, it exploded all the way up to $44.50. That's a $5 move from $39.50 to $44.50 within minutes. Beautiful explosion right there. Then after that, the stock sold off, came down, started to level out right here, even though it's not perfect, and got a nice bounce right here. So I traded it at the break right there, sold it here, and then I waited patiently for it to break this trend line. This is what I did right here. I drew a trend line on it like that. As it's declining steep like that, that's a trading strategy. Once it breaks that trend line, it'll get a nice momentum pop up from $39.50 up to $40.50. Nice $1 scalp opportunity right there. So there's all kinds of trading strategies, guys. There's all kinds. So you just pick what you want, whatever suits your personality. It's everybody's different. Everybody perceives and views the market differently. We all have different beliefs. So by you showing up every day, breaking down these charts, visually seeing how these stocks like to move up and down, you yourself, your brain is a natural pattern seeker. It's a natural pattern seeker. So if you're showing up every day, you're breaking down these charts, you are going to pick up on patterns that fit you, that nobody else will even know about. So you guys may see a pattern on this specific chart right here that I don't see. I see patterns on this chart that you guys don't see. I've been doing this for over 5 years, so I think I have a few patterns stored away in my brain, and this is why and how I'm able to consistently pull money from the market. You see where I'm going with this? It's not about knowing one specific strategy and sticking with it. You have to be here and witness all the market cycles, earnings season, all that stuff. So some of you guys here says, can you stream on Twitch too? I do stream on Twitch sometimes. It's hard growing on Twitch. But I do have a Twitch account. You could just find me under Trading Learning 101. You're a real one, bro. I try, man. I mean, my ultimate goal, if people will listen, I'll teach people how to do this. If you show up every day and show me you want to learn this, I don't mind giving you my time because I'm already here. I love what I do. I love teaching people, and I love talking about this stuff. You know, even myself, I'm still growing every single day, inside and outside of the markets. So And we're growing a community here. We got the Wolf Pack, Trading Learning 101 Wolf Pack. Every single day, people are signing up. We're getting new members. We're slowly growing. And our team in the Discord here, we're getting to be pretty legit. There's a lot of up-and-comers out here. Yeah, real talk, you should be having way more followers. The thing is, and I found out the hard way, if you just post education, nobody's going to click on it because people don't like learning about stuff. They think it's boring. But if you start flexing and showing profits, showing Lambos, mansions, big fast boats, beautiful women, that gets clicks because people like to be entertained. They don't like to be educated. There's a difference there. Now, when you're on YouTube, ask yourself, is this person an entertainer or are they an educator? Harvey, I need to meet you before you get big, bro. You know, we've been talking about it. One day we will have a meetup. We will. When all this COVID stuff's over with, if anybody was interested, we'd have a meetup like in Vegas or Arizona. Somewhere cool and fun. How many tickers you watch a day? It depends. You know, because usually what I do, just to show you real quick. So I have 9 charts right here. So what do I do pre-market? I go through all the stocks that are gapping up, all of the previous runners. I scroll out, see if they're still in play, if the chart isn't broken yet. And if it's still in play and it's something that interests me, I throw it up right here. And then as the day progresses, we have stocks that fall off, stocks that pop up. I'll replace the stocks on this chart. I have a watch list through the whole week. I just compile that list of all the stocks throughout the whole week that popped up, gapped up pre-market, popped up during the day. I'll add it to the watch list. And then I'll cycle through that watch list and I'll pull up all the stocks quickly just to get a glance at where they're at, how it's performed. And if it interests me and I see there's potential there, I'll throw it up on my chart, maybe put an alert on it, and I'll move along. So the number, it's always changing. I say I have eyes on multiple stocks throughout the day. And then if I see something that I like, I mean, just simply double click on the chart, blow it up, and pay attention to it. I let these setups come to me. You got to be patient in this game. Dude, ever since I found your channel, I have been watching all your videos. I wait for your walk and talk. I'm pretty excited about that new thing, the walk and talk. Like I said, right now I'm waiting for my other channel to be verified. And then that's where I'll start doing all of the walk and talks and recaps. But if you guys haven't subscribed to it yet, that's the new channel right there. Day Trading Mr. Wolf. I should have a link in the description of this video too for you guys. So content is coming for it. Thanks a lot for your work and videos. One question: how do you pick up stocks for trading? So if it has volume, and in the past, I consider myself a glorified history buff. So if I zoom out on these charts, like VRTB, you see the previous days here, it wasn't active. And then it had this one big day right here. Well, going forward, I'll keep an eye on it. If there's still volume pumping into it, and it's still showing me that it has range and it likes to move, it's in play. I mean, doesn't matter who you are. There's different types of people and traders out there. They're gonna be trading this. I always like to say people that play the same stock, like this day right here, it was the #1 stock. People who stick around and continue to trade this stock day after day until volume just dries up, I consider that the smart money, because they're playing the bounces. They're not going after the #1 hot stock of the day every single day. That leads to a stock being overcrowded. You have multiple personalities, trading styles, trading strategies, all in one stock. It just leads to randomness. So momentum, volume, price action, to sum it up. And then the last question on Discord here was, do you still use ATR, average true range? If you used it in your trades today, maybe just explain why on that. ATR, average true range, I use it, but I don't use it religiously. All average true ranges, I don't have my trade ideas up. But if you pull up like FinViz, ATR, the average true range, that just gives me an idea of how volatile that stock likes to rip up and down. That's all it does. It just gives me an idea of how volatile that stock likes to move. And from that, it helps determine my proper risk management for buying shares of a stock. So if I see a stock has an ATR of $2, $3, like, dang, this stock likes to rip, I'm not going to go balls to the wall heavy on this, so I'm going to scale back a little bit, because if I get on the wrong side, it can hurt me. Harvey says, we need a meetup. I'll roll down to the States. Yeah, it blows my mind. A lot of you guys are all around the world. Harvey, how do you feel about the current state of the market? It'll keep trending down. I just take it day by day. Market's going to do what it wants. I mean, you can't control what you don't have control over. So if you just take it day by day, don't even worry about it. If you're a long-term investor and you're not retiring for another 20, 30 years, why would you care? You know? Every single day, at the end of the day, guys, I'm cash. So it doesn't matter to me what the market does. I'm not a swing trader. Thanks for subscribing, Gnome. So, swing trading, you put yourself at risk. 3 out of 4 stocks follow the overall market. If you think a market's about to crash or go into a correction, you'd be sweating bullets as a swing trader. It's just too risky being a swing trader. I could sleep much better at night knowing I'm in cash and that I control my risk. every day when I show up to trade. Ratma, parties every day in Vegas. My family makes fun of me because I've always wanted to move to either Arizona or Vegas. And they just say it's way too hot. But I've been to Vegas 3 times. I've been to Arizona a couple times. I love it. I love it. And I loved driving at night through Arizona and just seeing the nightlife there. I fell in love with it. It was amazing. Stefano. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Do you trade at the open or do you wait after 5 or 10 minutes for the first trade? It depends on the setup. Most of the time, and I tell everybody in chat, you want to wait at least 15-20 minutes after the market opens. Because when that market opens, it's just randomness. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what way the stock wants to go. Why get in the middle of that and beat up yourself and blow up your account? So I like to say, once a stock picks a direction, chances are it's going to continue going in that direction. So you see, once the stock opened up, it moved up, it pulled back, consolidated, continued pushing up. So wait at least 10 minutes because there's just so much going on. It's just pure random. Sometimes there's opportunities, but you'll see it once you start putting more screen time in. Giphy Trader, great chat and well done today with your trades. Thank you, I appreciate that. Harvey, I feel you. I gotcha. Well, if you guys haven't already, and you guys enjoy these chats, what are you waiting for? Sign up for the chat, guys. We're in here every single day killing it. Every single day. And I get to watch all of you guys develop and grow as traders. And all you masterclass members, next Tuesday, March 9th, will be part 5 of the masterclass. This next masterclass, it's going to be more interactive. I'm going to be more hands-on. We're going to go over all of my favorite websites and places that I like to use, the tools that I like to use, tips and tricks. It's going to be packed and fun. You're welcome, Stefano. John H. Tesla is falling. Aren't you interested shorting it? I don't short stocks. I don't. I go long. I've never really gotten into shorting. I know how shorts think, but I get much more enjoyment out of searching for that next short squeeze and seeing and watching shorts suffer. That's where I get my enjoyment. I've shorted my whole career. I've only shorted one stock. There's just too much competition in it. There really is. You have to pay short fees, location fees, and then even if you don't use the shorts, you still got to pay the broker the fee for locating the shares for you. If a stock is easy to borrow, then you got to worry about it blowing up because 90% of people consistently lose money. So if a stock's easy to borrow and everybody's shorting it, it's more likely to have a short squeeze. I've never been much into shorting. And this has just been an epic bull market. And Tesla's in a straight down. But we all know Tesla. It's destroyed a lot of people's lives shorting this stock. Tesla has been the #1 shorted stock like the past 3 years. And look at all the short squeezes it's had. Insane. $600 a share. You have to buy options to trade this. And I don't trade options. I just trade equities. I trade small cap to mid cap stocks. Stocks between $3 and my cutoff point is pretty much $60. So $3 to $60. That's my range. That's what I like to trade. I've tried learning options in the past. To me, I just cannot learn options for the life of me. It's the saying, you either get options or you don't. And for me, I don't get it. There's just too much you got to think about. And it's just, wow. I've tried multiple times. Roger, I specialize in bear traps. Nice. So you know the feeling of anticipating and knowing that bears are trapped, and then they get that epic squeeze, and then their faces get ripped off. Like this. Just like this. Every time we get a short squeeze in the chat, I post this. Because there's a short out there getting their face ripped off. There's also a couple other things I've created, like the boom, the death candle, double whammy. The double whammy is the short squeeze. And the FOMO meter, Money Monday, Parabolic, and the Rocket Dog. Hey guys, what's up? We have fun in the chat, guys. It's a lonely world out here in the stock market. So we're out here making each other laugh with funny gifs. All right, guys. Awesome. Giphy Trader signed up to the Discord chat. Just send me a message on Discord, Mr. Wolf, with your YouTube username. You've became one of us. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Trading Learning 101. You're going to like it here, I'm telling you. There's a lot of good people in here. A lot of good people. So send me your YouTube username and we'll unlock the chat for you. Like I said, we're out here every single day. Every day. And then go through all of these channels, guys. Even if you don't sign up, a lot of it is, all the educational channels pretty much are open for free. If you don't believe me, Go look at all the testimonials of what everybody is saying. Message other members and ask them what do they think. They'll tell you. Mr. Wolf's, he knows what's up. We got the Traders Lounge. We got the pre-market. I post every morning what's gapping up, what's gapping down. We got the Monday chat, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the week ahead. So over the weekend, we'll post what's coming up with earnings. Do the Feds have a meeting this week? Any economic data that could affect the market? Trader Game Time, Dubs recap every single day. He recaps what happens in the stock market and in the Discord. We got all kinds of stuff here. The bot chart, look up. This stock bot's pretty cool, guys. So if you wanted to see what was popular on the day, just hit iPop. And this stock bot will search across and it will pull up all the popular stocks for the current day. We got the books chat, people recommending books, ETFs. If you're interested in ETFs, I have all kinds of algorithm bots in here posting news and information in the ETF world. Options, swing. If you're into swing trading, there's a few people in here that like to swing. They're always in here posting ideas. I have a Twitter feed. So all the top traders out there, I have a bot posting in here all their tweets so you guys can stay up to date in here. All the news sources on Twitter, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, CNN, Bloomberg Africa, all kinds of news sources in here posting every single time news is released on Twitter. Bitcoin, nothing really going on in here. Then the Trading Buddy. Write a little thing about yourself, explain who you are. If you see somebody in here that you want to partner up with, I'm a big, big fan in having a trading buddy. You need somebody to talk to and talk with in the markets, help each other, push each other, achieve each other's goals. We got, this is a new one, mistakes confessions. So if you had a mistake, a bad trade, an error, vent and post it in here for others to learn about. All the platforms. So if you're on DAS Trader, E-Trade, Fidelity, Street Smart Edge, Stock Screener, Thinkorswim, TradeStation, Webull, all the chats in there. So if you have a question or want to talk about a specific broker or platform, chart studies, charts of the day, epic charts, more charts, playbook plays, pump and dumps, education. I got audiobooks, PDF books, over 29 PDF books in here, guys, all for free. Candlestick patterns, chart patterns, ETFs, Fibonacci, options, trading psychology, trading indicators, tape reading level 2, trading lingo. So you can go in here and see all the abbreviations and the trader lingo talk. So AH is after hours, after the market closes. Backholding, holding shares of decreasing value in the hope that they will rebound or reverse downward trend. Volume study, if you're interested in volume. Anytime I read books and I come across something that's very educational and worth sharing, I take screenshots like this right here, and I post it in here for others to learn and take advantage of. Leveling up, SEC filings, interviews, podcast, YouTube videos, favorites list, my favorite websites, favorite stock screeners and scanners, financial news, movies, TV shows, all related to the stock market, finance, business, market tools, scans, trade ideas, Benzinga, message boards, Elite Trader Forum, Stock Twits, The Lion, Investors Hub, Stock Research, Random Topics, Twitter tweets from traders, traders groups I trust, trading setup, my trading setup. I need to update these pictures, those are old. The bot command list. So if you want to know how to work that bot, here's all the commands. Taxes. See all this stuff I have packed in here for you guys? So much in here. Take advantage of it. Everything that I've posted in here is of great value. It really is. You just have to put that work into it. And I get that question all the time. Do you trade live every day? No, I don't. I only trade live on Fridays. It's just too much. It really is. I'm the type of trader, I like to be in sync with myself, monitor my thoughts, monitor what's going on. It's kind of hard, and I don't have that personality to keep people entertained the whole time and talking nonstop while the market's going on and trading. So you'll have a lot of those like awkward silences because I'm very observant. I like to see what's going on. You know, if there's themes that's happening, is there anything starting to cook and heat up, and so on. Do I buy stocks as a long-time investment? No, I don't. I only trade short term. But yeah, I get that question all the time. Do I trade live every single day? No, I don't. You're not really going to learn by just watching. Here at Trading Learning 101, we're all about helping each other grow and pushing each other, having multiple eyes in the market. This is more than just a pump and dump chat room, pump and dump group. Even if I was to trade live, like Dekmar, you have to think about that type of stuff. Kind of what he's doing is illegal. It really is. He's pumping up these stocks. So if these gurus are only trading stocks that are low float and they have 1,000 people watching them and they're trading live and he announces, all right, guys, we're out here. I'm buying 5,000 shares of XYZ stock right now. 1,000 people live stream watching him. They're all going to market order in. The stock market is all about supply and demand. He's making it easy on himself. He alerts to his sheep that he's buying. Everybody's going to market order buy. A wave of demand comes into that stock. It's going to push up the price, pushing the guru up in profit. and then he's unloading on them guys. That's how they do it. It's been going on forever. And that's illegal. That's stock manipulation. That's straight up. All right, guys. That's another thing. People just want alerts. You know, they have that excuse. I'm busy. I'm working. I got too much going on. I just need alerts to buy and sell. Come on. Like, get out of here. Ain't got time for that. Yeah, I had to put that in there with the masterclass and the Discord because people would join up and then they'd message me, hey, where are you live streaming? What? You don't live stream every day? They're like, nah, brah. You think I would live stream every day for $20? Get out of here. It ain't even worth it. All right, guys, we went long enough, just over an hour. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, last day of the week. It's the first week of March. Again, if you guys are interested in joining, go to my channel, click the join button, either join the masterclass or the Discord chat. Great community. We're growing the wolf pack every single day. I'm telling you guys, we are out here getting this money every day, and I am teaching you guys in chat every day. If you show up, you will learn something new. You just have to dedicate the time. We're all out here working together, multiple eyes in the market. Everybody's pushing each other to do better and reach their goals. You want to surround yourself with like-minded people. Don't do this alone. It's a lonely world out there. You guys be a part of a community, and that's where you'll start thriving. Because we all know everything works better as a team. And here at Trading Learning 101 and the Wolf Pack, we are a solid